Hi, Christy. Which Christy is this? Hello? Is this Christy Odom? Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Oh, good. I can hear you. You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. There's 4 of us already. Look at us early birds. Woo woo. So today, on Thursdays, I do not have a babysitter, so I might have some little visitors during this. I've got this movie set up. I'm trying to keep them at bay, but you never know. So anything goes in these.
Yeah, same here.
Hi, Chelsea. Welcome. All right. Well, we'll start right at 2 o'clock. So we've got a few minutes of, hangout time before then. So, okay. So Chelsea is in Oklahoma. So she has been teaching me sign language on her Saturday signing day. So she's in Oklahoma. And then Christy, I think that's Christy Odom, is in San Diego. And then Kelly, you're in Illinois. So yeah, we've got a few states covered. That's fun. So this was kind of funny. My kids say the funniest things. I'm sure all kids do, but a couple of days ago, I was telling my son, he's 2, I was saying, "Oh, my legs are sore," and immediately he goes, "You're not a dinosaur!" Like, just so funny, the like little things they like Amelia Bedelia kind of they just catch on, and it gets kind of switched in their little head. It's just cute. Oh, Kelly, would you like to share your screen during this? I just want to make sure. Okay, good. I have it set.
Yes, I'm going to.
Okay, great. I have it set up so that you can when you're ready.
Okay.
So we still got about 3 minutes. We'll start right on time again. So is this nap time at your house, Kelly? Or I know you have at least one who's up.
No, on Thursdays, my oldest goes to preschool from 9 to 2, so it's 3 o'clock here. So he just got home, and then so it's snack time for him. And then my youngest got up about an hour ago, so and this is his like angry time of the day.
Well, thanks for making this work. Thank you. And we've had kids earlier, so kids are welcome. Yeah, they've been in the past 2 days. So this is the mom ladder. We're all about kids here, right?
Right.
Hi, Tiffany. Welcome. Oh, I can already hear one trying to get in. Here we go. All right, let's see. We've got about 2 minutes. Tiffany, where are you located?
I'm in Flower Mound, Texas, which
Oh,
is just
great.
outside Dallas.
So you know Sarah Webb. Is that how you found us? Through Plaid for Women?
Yes, actually, that's where I did see it.
Great, cool. I love Sarah at Plaid for Women. Did you go to their Plaid event last year?
No, I actually just found them about 2 months ago.
Okay, cool. I love what they do. We're actually ambassadors. We're Plaid for Women ambassadors. The Mama Ladder is. So we.
Oh, excellent.
Cool. We've got about 1 minute. Sarah, there you are. We were just talking about you and how great Plaid for Women is.
Oh, thank you. I feel like, okay, I've been in my car every single day during this call, and sometimes I don't even leave my house for days, but this week I have been in the car every day, so it's been fun kind of listening in. I haven't got to join as much. I loved all of them, but I really loved yesterday's, so I'm excited about today's too.
Oh, good. Cool. And then we have Catherine. Welcome, Catherine. Okay, we're right at 2 o'clock, so we are going to kick this off. Let's start. So I'm Crystal Lee. those of you who don't know me, and thank you so much for joining us. I know your time is precious. We want to make this really valuable for you, so we'll keep it short and brief, and I'm committed to keeping it 30 minutes or less. We've even gotten done a few minutes early but in the past, but we'll definitely be done within the next 30 minutes. So today in our Multiply Yourself, Multiply Your Business Challenge, we are focused on multiplying your team. And this is a really, really important part of being a business owner. And I'm sure on this call that there are varying degrees of different points that you're at. Maybe you've already hired some people full time. Maybe you have some contractors. Maybe you haven't even started yet. So I'm sure we have a full spectrum here. But our expert speaker today is someone who can help all of us at these different stages. Her name's Kelli Tobin, and we found each other through the internet. We're actually going to meet in person next month at Mama Spring Break. But so far, yeah, just the lovely internet brought us together. And she is a multiple business owner, but the co-founder of the Biz Runners, and they help small business owners run their business behind the scenes, which I think is just so clever, the play on words, but even more, it's so helpful and beautiful what they're doing. And they have a virtual assistant training, and I'll let her share more about that, but they're just doing great things at the Biz Runners. So we're so glad to collaborate with them on this challenge and on this program. So I want to turn the time over to Kelli, and the way this call will go, so you know, is we'll have her take 10 to 15 minutes to share a presentation about how to know when you need help, how to bring people on your team, what that looks like. So she'll share some of her highlights and advice and wisdom for us, and then we'll open it up to some questions. So be sure to hold on to your questions, write them down, or just remember them. But there definitely will be a time for you after she's done to pipe in and share. So with that, Kelli, take it away.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm gonna share my screen. Can you all see that?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, please excuse my tabs if you can see that too. Okay, so first, let me introduce myself, although Crystal Lee did a great job. So this is my team, so to speak. That's my husband. I have 2 little boys that I am raising from home. I am a former school teacher. I used to teach PE. People always laugh about that because they're like, you are a PE teacher? No. And I just really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but I also love the online world. And so I started as an online fitness trainer. Hold on. Okay.
Can I have a little bit of cheese?
I'll get him in just a second, okay? Okay, just a second. Sorry, that's live.
Nope, no sorry. That's why we're here, Mama Ladder.
Yeah. And so I started as an online fitness trainer. And then about a year ago in January, so January of 2017, I started working as a virtual assistant. And it's something that sort of fell in my lap. I was working with a business coach, and she hired me on her team. And from there, I found Kristen, who is here in this picture. And then this is our assistant now. Kristen and I live near each other, and I started working for her. And then about, I guess, almost 7 or 8 months ago, last summer, we realized that I had certain strengths, she had certain strengths in tech that kind of made us a team to go out and help other women. So that's kind of how we came to be a team. And we both like to run. We're in the St. Louis area, so we do races all the time together. And we came up with the Biz Runners because she likes puns. So that's how we came up with our name. So today I'm talking about multiplying your team and how you multiply your team. So you can't see this if you're listening to this call. I'll just read some of these. Maybe you have felt this way in your business. You're scrambling to keep up with content. You're posting the same day. That's like oh my gosh, I have to get on and post something. You're overwhelmed. You don't know where to start to get a system in place, but you know you need to do something. Can't keep up on emails. You're sending clients things last minute. You don't even know where to start with Facebook groups, Facebook page, Instagram. It's like all too much. And so, Oh, I got a baby here. Ow. So the answer is not, come here. The answer is not working harder, longer, doing more. You need to work smarter. And something that we teach our clients, and something that is kind of the first thing we talk to with business owners before we even talk about helping them or hiring help for them. Hold on, hit that button for me. Hit that button. Yep, just a little bit. Thank you. Is putting a system in place. So that is kind of this first step that we talk to ladies about, that even come to us and say, oh my gosh, I need help, or oh my gosh, I can't keep up with this. First, we talk to them about what systems they have in place. And so what I mean by that, go a little bit down, Liam. Here are a few.
Where are we due?
I'm right there. There you go. I'm having my oldest scroll for me. It's right there. Just leave it right there.
I love it. I think it's great. You're doing it so well.
Okay. It's right there. Thank you. Okay. Just click it. Leave it right there for now. Okay.
There.
So here's a couple areas that we help or suggest people setting up systems. Your system for responding to email, because it's really easy when you're starting out to just respond to every email that comes in right away. But then once you get to the point where you're overwhelmed, or where you have so many emails coming in you can't keep track of, which is a good problem to have. Okay. You have to think about what system you have in place. So, or another one is your onboarding process. And again, you might be like, I don't even know what that means. Well, you might not now, but at some point you might need to. How do you create content? How do you create, and maybe you don't right now. Do you do anything with Pinterest? Do you write blog posts, creating graphics? And I am somebody who just kind of did it as I went. Hold on, man. But now that I'm busy and I'm at home with my kids, I have to have systems in place. And you can see there's a couple more things down there. Product creation, product launch. Hold on, man. Okay, leave this up, okay? Don't touch that. All right, so where do you start with putting a system in place? There's a couple things that we recommend for starting.
Stay there.
Hold on. You're fine. Okay, don't click it though. For starting your systems. So the 3 steps that we suggest before we even take on a client, or even suggest that they find an assistant or somebody to do it for them, are some of these steps. And the first one is to, hold on, Liam, identify, sorry. So think about all the things you do in your business and write out everything that you do when it comes to writing content. Everything that you do when it comes to, hold on a second. I know, hold on a second. Hey, can you give me this for 1 second? 1 second, please. Sorry.
I wish I could hold it for you. I wish I could just like jump through the screen. And...
I need you to go. But I'm right in the middle of this, okay? Can you help me? You gotta help. Okay, thank you.
Now what do we need to click?
Well, hold on a second. You kind of froze it. I got both of them here. That's a system I have not figured out, is how to hire a babysitter.
I kind of froze it.
You kind of froze it.
What does froze it mean?
Well, it's stalling. Okay, so you write out the steps that you take to do everything. And it's kind of cumbersome, but once you do that, you can see maybe where you're wasting time, or where your system has a lot of holes in it. Or if you have no system whatsoever, you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants sort of thing. So you write out, identify everything you do in your business. You write out every single step. I put tasks, but every single step that you take in those tasks, and then you organize them. So put them, okay, it's okay. Look at what could be delegated. I always think of, somebody put at one point, like, what are things that you do and you have to do in your business, or even, oh, it's okay. Hey, look. Or what are things that you do, but somebody else could do? They don't require your expertise. They might require you to set it up, but they don't require you to go in and schedule your content or post the blog post or respond to emails. So that's kind of how I think about that at home. If you think about your home life, you know, it's getting easier and easier to outsource things if you think about it, like grocery shopping or house cleaning or daycare. But again, like, you don't have somebody watch your kids and say, okay, see ya. Like, you probably have a list. Like, this is how meals go. This is how this goes. If they have to go potty, this is the drill. I know we are all about routines here. So organize your business in that way, because it will make your life easier once you grow. Because we have a lot of clients that grew, I don't want to say grew too fast, because it's like, how can that be a problem? But when you grow at such a rate and you have no system in place, it's then almost impossible to hand it over. It makes it so much harder to then multiply your team. All right, so how does this help you multiply your team? It's basically what I just said. Hold on, Liam. Hold on. Can I see this real quick?
Mom,
I know.
this is all boring, lady.
That is so funny. So how does this help you multiply your team? So basically what I just said, once you know, hey, Liam, can you get it? Front door. Front door. Can you go get it? Thanks. Once you know what your systems are, and you don't have to have them in place for everything, because again, like, your business could demand different things of you as you grow. You could have a product that hasn't been developed yet that you obviously don't have a system for. No. Okay, go get your bottle. Liam, go get his bottle, please.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I
are you
can't
stuck?
get down.
Okay, hold on. Go get it. It's on the front door.
Me?
Yep. Can you go get it? Thanks. Just, yeah, go get it.
Okay.
But once you know those key systems, you can easily hand it over to somebody else. It's not so daunting to give it away, and you're going to save yourself time and money because you don't have to train someone. You can easily say, here, this is what I do in my business. You have it down for yourself, and then you can give it to someone else. Because a lot of times when you, hold on a second, I'm going to stop sharing for just a sec.
Why are you doing two computers?
So I can have my notes. Okay, can you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the end of my thing. So I'll just hop on here. So, excuse me. When you don't have to train someone, just a second, okay?
Oh, just
so
boring. I'm waiting.
Hey, I know you are. I know.
We can also relate, Kelly. We can so relate.
He is so brutally honest. I'm just like, we're gonna have a talk later. So I'm like, I can be all smiles to everybody here.
Can you see us?
Okay. So when you have these systems in place, you can easily hire entry-level VAs. So when I started at $15 an hour and can go upwards to 50, 75, 100, depending on someone's skill set. We recommend to start a team, hiring someone you trust, who is reliable, with a willingness to learn and gain more knowledge and skills. And I think when I first started, we marketed to potential VAs or people that wanted to be VAs. I'm like, hey, anybody can do this. Anybody can help someone else in the online world. But the key is, but the key is trusting that person. And they can learn skills if you trust them, if they are dependable, and if you can just easily say, here, this is what I do, go do that. And then your relationship works better when they know the expectation. You have a clear expectation. There's no wondering about, well, should I do this for them? Should I do that for them? You gave them the system, and they can take it and run with it. So when is it time to outsource? Because I guarantee there are a lot of women that think, I don't need help. It doesn't take me that long to do what I'm doing. And just to give you an idea of, you know, I tell people I'm a virtual assistant and they're like, what does that even mean? So, and I guess I should have started there, but it's basically just helping someone else in their online business. It could be writing content. It could be scheduling. It could be writing a blog post. It could be just posting it for them. It could be website design. It could be graphic design. It's okay. There's literally so much that somebody can help you do. So I talk to a lot of women who say, well, I just go ahead and do it myself. It doesn't take me that long. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Or here's another one. I don't make enough money to hire someone. And you might not, that could be true, but the reality is you might be holding yourself back by not outsourcing. Because what you are probably thinking about is how long it takes you to complete a task. And I know clearly when I sit down to do work, sometimes for my own business, it takes me maybe a day to get all of my content written. Well, then I think about, okay, go get it. Well, I think about outsourcing that, which I wouldn't. But if I think about outsourcing something like that, I think I wouldn't pay somebody that much. That would be insane. And it would be. But somebody that is solely dedicated to your work and helping you, they could get it done in an hour. So like $15. And I got to be honest, so we have a virtual assistant for our VA business. With people always laugh. They're like, a VA has a VA. I'm like, well, yeah. And I also have an online fitness business that I'm not currently promoting anything for. It's just basically a community group. But I offer a lot of workouts and things for them. And I'm not currently making any money in it. I have income coming in, obviously, from our other business. But it's just more for something that I'm really passionate about. But I hired our VA to do my mileage for me. And it seems so silly because I keep thinking, I can do this. I can do this. I just need to get the Excel spreadsheet. I need to plug in my numbers and just do it. But I am not a huge fan of Excel. And I'm like, the time it would take me to do it. And I think about all the money I would lose by spending time on that when I could just pay her $10 or $15 to do it for me. And so if you think of it that way, you think about how you're going to make more money because then you can do those money-making tasks. Like doing my mileage is not a money-making task. It is something that needs to be done for my taxes, but it's not something that's going to move my business forward. So that's a lot of times what I tell people to consider. Like, are you overwhelmed? Are you holding yourself back because you're trying to do everything? Now, I think you should know how to do everything in your business, but you shouldn't be blind in any area, but you don't need to have your hand on everything. And so that's just something to think about when you go to multiply your team. And that could just be having a friend, depending on your business, help you with inventory, or, if you have a product-based business, or helping you track customers, track leads, things like that you know how to do, but they take you forever. They're draining to you. All right. So don't worry. Don't think about, well, I don't make enough money, or, I'm not at that point, because you might be. Kristen uses this example, and she's my business partner. She hired me as her virtual assistant when she was making $500 a month in her online business. And, it was just kind of, she knew she was at this tipping point. She hired me, and the next month she made $1,500 and went upwards from there because she wasn't doing everything. And the time that it took, that I was saving her, she could go out and do a Facebook Live and convert someone to a program. She could go, call people on the phone, whereas she wasn't scheduling so much.
Mom,
so
now can you get the cheese?
Just a second. So the bottom line, get your systems in place, because that will help your working relationship when you outsource or grow a team. You will have more confidence in your daily tasks because you won't be all over the place. Because you can see, with kids, a lot of times we are. But if we know that system, when, the day is crazy, the kids are crazy, you can say, okay, but at least they know how this works. And then when you go to add someone to help, you're going to save that time. You're going to save that money. And it just works so much more beautifully.
Can you see it bright?
I can't see it. Okay, that's all I had, Crystal.
Okay, that was fantastic. I loved it. And bravo for doing that with 2 kids pulling at you.
Yes.
That was awesome. I love it.
Oh, they're always so bad
Mama.
when
Mom.
when you don't want
look
them.
Of course, they want your attention. Like, oh, she's not looking at me. So I just want to verbally applaud you and thank you, because you shared great insights that got me thinking about some things that I can shift in how I do my business. And the whole, really, multiplying your team for me is the crux behind this entire challenge and this entire week, because that's literally when you multiply yourself, is when you've set up your business in a way that you can add other people who are getting things done on your behalf. And for me, I'm just briefly going to share this, then open up for some question time. So I officially started my writing business 2 years ago, and because I'm committed to having dedicated time with my kids, and I don't want my business to take over my life. It's not worth it to me. And I decided, for me, I want to work part-time. That's just what I personally want. And so I realized I have a finite amount of time and a finite amount of energy. And so I have to get people to help me. So little by little, I started adding writers to my team, and then finding other people who could help me. Kelli, I've hired her to help me with some tasks that I'm not good at with tech, that like terrify me and are really hard for me and take so much of my time and energy. And just being able to send her over, and they help us post our See Mama Climb interviews. And it's just so wonderful for me that I don't have to do it, because it's not my strength. So I guess that's something I'd also just want to plant out there, is think about where your strengths are and really focus on those, because you can have people help you in the areas where you're weak. So I want to open it up to you. We've got 8 minutes, so let's ask some questions for the next 5 or 6 minutes, and then I'll wrap it up at the end. So let's open up. Feel free to ask Kelli questions.
What's happening?
I don't.
Is it on?
Well, Kelli, this is Tinka, and I just wanted to say that I loved our talk last week, and I already feel so excited and inspired. It's more of a plug for you than a question, because what you sent me over the weekend in terms of my social media and already thinking about a month worth of content is really demystifying it for me and giving me some concrete tools. So I have my homework that I need to do just to share with you, but I just wanted to do a shout out for you, because I'm already so excited. And I think for me, it's one of those things where that wanting to do it all, but also realizing like, I don't know how to, I can't. I know I'm losing money in ways where I'm overspending time on trying to figure things out. So I think what you say makes a lot of sense. And that example that you gave, with your partner making $500, then hiring you and, tripling her income the next month, is that it's just a good reminder, even if you feel like you're not bringing a lot in, is what you can outsource. So it's a reminder for me that I think I do need to do more of this.
Yeah, well, thank you. It was so great to talk to you. And it's starting small, because it's hard. If it's your business, it's your baby. It's something that but then like Crystal said, you learn what you're really good at, where you need to spend your time. And sometimes it is a little bit of work in the beginning to try to figure out how to delegate and hand it over. But then once you do, like, it's even just that little bit of time. I don't know, your mind shifts a little bit. Like, it frees you up, because we do the same thing in our business. We hire people to schedule our stuff, and there's so many times when I have a little bit of extra time and I think I'll just go in and schedule it. But then I'm like, but I don't have time for that. I have other things I want to do. So yeah, it's a little bit of work at the beginning, but it's worth it.
Press the Hear text on screen. Read aloud. Narrated. Big items on the screen. Larger magnifier.
I love it. It's real life. It's real.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, totally. It totally is. I love it too.
Crystal Lee?
Yes.
It's Sonia and Kelli. I'm sorry, I only just sort of came like 2 minutes ago, so I kind of missed the first part. And yesterday, unfortunately, I had an appointment that I had to go to last minute, so I missed out on the legal thing. So is there any way I can get a replay from yesterday and today?
Great question. Thanks for asking. I'm recording this right now, and I've recorded them each day this week. So my plan is to send all the links out tomorrow for each of the days. So yeah, I've had several people reach out and say they wanted a recording as well. So that's always encouraging. That
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you can, hopefully you can make it tomorrow. But I guess I'll do a little wrap up now, and then so tomorrow we will talk about multiplying your revenue with a tax expert. And even if you're in a different country and up in Canada, our friends in Canada, there still will be some really beneficial information that she shares. She is just brilliant at, and she loves talking about money. Her name is Christy Pack. She'll say that, oh, I love talking about money. So she's got this really beautiful, open, like abundant mindset around money. And actually we're friends. We knew each other in college, and we just had dinner with our families together on Saturday, and we were talking about some of our money goals, and it just feels really good to be able to talk about it openly. And so I think it'll be really good with her tomorrow too. But I wanted to share that tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so it'll be just after, a half an hour after we wrap up tomorrow, we're going to be opening up I'm going to share my screen now for a second, opening up our Multiply Mama business team. So these wonderful women who you've been hearing from this week and getting to know. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. This takes me a second. Okay, let's see. I should have had this already pulled up over here. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, I'm gonna pull this up for you. But I just want you to see, tomorrow we're opening this up at 3 o'clock, so it'll be half an hour after we end. And the first 10 people who sign up will have a special bonus, and we'll share what that is tomorrow. But it's something you don't want to miss, because it'll be pretty great. But even if you're not able to join us, I just want to make sure everyone knows that it opens up tomorrow. So we'll have the team open from the 23rd of February through March 5th. So it's about 10 days or so. So here's Christy. Let's go down to the Biz Runners. And Kelly, I'd love for you to spend a minute or two sharing about these two packages that you're offering from the Biz Runners.
Sure.
I ruin your what?
Hold on. So I am our social media package, which is kind of what Tinka was talking about. We are offering, you have a chat with me about getting a system in place for your content and what it looks like. And we offer a calendar template that we kind of walk you through how to schedule your posts for social media, for Facebook, for Instagram ahead of time, and having themes for those. So we just kind of walk you through the system and show you how to put it in place, give you ideas based on your business. And like Tinka said, I do a little video of how it works, because it's like really something you have to see. Like, we're visual people, so it's really something you have to see. And then, and we can also create graphics to go with that.
Why does this go out?
Because that's how it charges. And the email sequence setup package is just setting up your sales funnel for you. So we don't, I don't know, it's just how it works. So we don't offer the copy editing portion, but we do kind of give you ideas from your opt-in or from your lead magnet, what each email, kind of the theme for each email should be: a welcome email, a testimonial email, and then when your pitch comes in. And so we can automate that and set that up as well.
Cool, thank you. So again, this will open up tomorrow, that you can work with Kelly or one of our other wonderful women on our Multiply Mama business team. And again, the whole point behind this is to help you multiply yourself so you can multiply your business and spend more time with the people who matter most to you. So with that, I want to wrap up. We want to be on time here, so we'll wrap up, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. But if not, then make sure to check this out. It will be open again for about 10 days, but the first 10 people who sign up will get a pretty sweet bonus. So just wanted to give you a heads up about that. And again, I thank you, appreciate your time, and bravo again to Kelly for handling 2 kids. And actually, she posted today about changing diapers and changing the world. I'm like, you go, Mom, you go.
Yes, go Kelly.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.